Hey y'all, SW2099 here, and this week's mod is for all you builders looking to bring back the feel of a real Martian base. It is called the SW2099 Habitat, and it's a collection of new modular structures that gives that base an off-world Icarus outpost design. Now before we start, I have a deplorable in the game called the Decompression Chamber. Now once you walk into it, and I'll demonstrate here in a minute, it will remove the following sicknesses: hypothermia, overheating, heat wave exposure, hypothermia for cold, radiation damage, and volcanic winter exposure. And I can add more later depending on the comments. I also have a custom audio pack file. Now this is not in the main pack file of the Habitat. You will have to go to my GitHub page and get this if you want to hear some of my custom audios that I have for the different deplorables. Now the custom audio _p pack file has to be separate. You do not combine it with your other pack files, meaning if you go to Jim K's mod manager and you want to pack up a couple mods with this one and put it together, as you can see in the mod folder here by the image, you get the mod merged file. What you want to do is just drag and drop this custom audio pack file into the folder. Again, do not combine it. Just drop it into the folder and you're ready to go. All right, let's go and I'll show you what some of this stuff does. Well, right off the bat, I can show you guys a little bit how the decompression chamber works, which is right here behind this door. So, custom sounds and audio. You will get the airlock door. And as you can see right now, I do have heat stroke and hypothermia. And as you come out, you can see that the hypothermia is gone, but the heat stroke, I left. I left because you can craft bandages and take care of that. That's not a death-defying illness that you're going to get. So you can do that with cooling bandages. Let's go back out. All right. So let's go back to what we have here. We have the habitat column, the floor, the curved floor / ceiling, the wall, a curved ceiling, corner curved ceiling, a habitat airlock, a corridor, the habitat decompression chamber, which we'll get to, metal stairs, which you've seen, and a glass roof. You also have the SW2099 water extractor and the custom airlock door that you just saw. So let me demonstrate a little bit about how to lay some of these down. Now the columns are normally in the game snap to the corners. Well, I wanted this one to be a little bit different. I wanted it to actually snap to the center. So for this to work, sometimes you can probably get it off the side. The easiest thing to do is when it snaps, lay one and then take it down. Now you can go ahead and put your stairs down if you wanted to go ahead and snap those, and you get these nice metal stairs that you can go up and down on. So let me show you how some of the problems that I had when you lay down the floor, and it's not that big of a deal once you get used to it. But the corner pieces, well, I say if I can lay one on the ground. Sorry about that, guys. There we go. Now, most of these rooms have to be built as a 3x3 or 9 floors. Now, as you lay down the corner piece, you're going to see that sometimes it will snap perfectly and sometimes it does not. And I'll show you how to fix that. Just basically go around the corners and figure out to the ones that do. So I have 3 that I have to fix. So sometimes what you can do is destroy the floor and lay it down so that if you can get the arrow to point back at you, then you have a pretty good chance of laying it down. If you don't, that's okay. What you can do is go ahead and lay down, and I'm out of pieces. Go grab those real quick. Go back over here. If you lay down a couple more pieces off to the side, then most of the time you can get a snap. then just delete the other two pieces off. Same here. Here, and you got a pretty good chance of it snapping. And last but not least, let's try this corner. And that one did not. All right. So sometimes the other way to do this is that you want the arrow to try to point back towards you. Now, if you can get the arrow to point back towards you, sometimes that works. And sometimes you have to play with it, guys. And that was some of the issues that I had. Until you can get it to snap just right. And unfortunately, it might take a moment like that. And then you have all the corners. So just bear with me on that. There was a lot of work trying to get those to be able to snap that way without making a lot of multiple pieces. All right, now you've got the 4 walls put up. And if you'll point down towards the floor, you'll be able to lay the curves in pretty quick. And once you get the idea of how to do this, it goes in pretty quick. Ceilings, same way. And then you have the curved ceilings. And again, it's all in the snaps. You'll have to learn where to put your mouse to be able to get the snaps to go in. And then I have a glass piece in there to finish off the ceilings. Like that. And that's one of the rooms. Oh, turn my light back on. All right. Now the chambers and the corridors that go between are basically the same way. You have some issues with what's going on with them. If you lay down, let me pull that back. You see you've got let me back up a little bit, a square side and a round side. Now the round side is towards me. So again, you do not want that. You want the square side when you're coming out of the rooms. So to do that, you may have to do the same thing. Put a piece off to the side and lay a chamber down. If that one's not in the right place, you may have to come from the other side. And this isn't the greatest of demonstrations today, is it, guys? There we go. You do have to play with it, and I apologize for that, guys. It's all the different shapes that are in there. It's not just a standard floor. It's the curves, it's the extra walls, it's the round pieces, things like that. But once you start getting the hang of it, you know, you're able to lay these things down pretty quick like that. And that's how you connect all the different pieces. All right, let me take you over here and show you this little device. Now this is a SW2099 water extractor, and it does give you 25,000 units of water. The custom audio pack file that you saw is going to allow you, one, you have the animations of the drill and the smoke. You can turn on and off. And it connects to any of the water systems, as you see. Now, one of the good things, while I'm outside here, I'll show you the columns. The reason I put them under the center is just to give a nicer look than being on the edges. So you get a little bit of an overhang. And you can do all your plumbing and wiring from beneath, as you can see. Now this is, again, where the custom audio and pack files come in. The airlock door, I didn't just show you a while ago while I was overheating, is the latch will actually turn and you get the decompression sound. And you get the custom sounds while you're inside the actual airlock. And while we're inside, I'll give you a quick tour of some of the things that you can do with the base. Got a kitchen set up in here. Hallway going down. Nice look over the falls. Captain's quarters. Plenty of space and room. Excuse me. We have our lab. Workshop. Plenty of room, high ceilings for the workshop, even for the foundry, as you can see. My motto, stay safe, build smart. Catch you next time. Then to the hydroponics lab. This would be a great spot, guys, for you to be able to build a stable or something for when you're first building. You've got high ceilings. When you get on your mounts, you don't have to worry about, you know, hitting the ceilings with your mounts. And there you go. I think I'm going to end it right here by the birthday cakes. And we'll leave it with you right there. All right, that's it, guys. That's the SW2099 Habitat. It gives your base a whole new Martian feel, perfect for setting up those themed colonies, research centers, or something just look a little bit different, better than concrete or wood that you're used to. So let your imagine run wild and build something out there new. Send it to me on my Discord. Let me see what you guys have. And that's going to do it for the week. I hope the mod helps you out with your builds. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. If you got any questions or ideas, drop them in the comments. I do check them. You can grab this over on my GitHub page or at Jim K's Mod Manager if you're using that. And that's it. I'm going to try to release a new mod next week in a video with something new. And until then, stay safe, build smart, and I will catch you next time.